Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Eugene Smith. Website at the bottom is llewellyn.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want to. Supportive Oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Website on the bottom is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Of course, search that out if you'd like to, if you so want. Okay, what do we have for Aries? Why are we so particular all of a sudden? Is this a total new beginning for you? A lot of good cards. A lot of good cards, but I'm like, I don't know why I'm a little like uneasy about it. Oh, a lot of good cards. Totally new, whatever it is. You're in complete control. Totally, something really good here. But like, this is the one card that's throwing me off. The Two of Swords is like, there's like this block energy, but you're in total control of the block. But it's something that's really good. I'm just not really sure if it's time to claim it. When I'm seeing the King of Cups, I'm noticing the cards in that person's hand, and the way he's looking at them is kind of like it doesn't have to be, don't worry about the gender, but whoever you are, looking at it in the sense of, like, does this really make sense? Is this really as good as it actually looks like? Is this fool's gold? Do I have something good, but somebody else has something better? It's like if you're playing poker, like I have a great hand, but if somebody has a better hand, I still lose. So I'm like, I'm worried about that. I'm holding on, I'm not letting go. You're holding on and you're not letting go. I keep getting that. Like, it's kind of like we got to let go a little bit. Can we get more clarity on, like, I'm not letting go energy? I'm having a hard time trusting somebody. And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen next. I am keeping up with the situation. I'm maintaining the situation. I'm waiting for a little bit more truth to show up. Truth in the sense of, like, I want to know what this is made of a little bit more. Something needs to surface. Something has to show me more what's actually happening here. I don't want to just, like, move forward and pretend it's going to be good. I need a little bit more proof that it is good. I'm holding back too much. I feel like you're holding back too much, which is hard to say, because when Aries wants to do something, you just do it, which is kind of conflicting to me. When I'm reading Aries, what I typically think of for Aries is like you're either in or you're out. The halfway thing screws you over. It seems like that when you do that halfway thing, you might as well have just stayed out, because it just seems like that screws things over 9 times out of 10. You can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. And I feel like this is one of those times where I'm hesitating, and in effect, I might be screwing myself over by hesitating. Having resistance is not bad. Double checking is not bad, but like I feel like I have to actively choose. Like going into something and like I'm on guard, that's not bad, but like waiting and seeing what happens next, I feel like that's where Aries, that doesn't work for Aries. I just feel like that causes issues more than anything else. I feel like Aries doesn't usually do that either, but I think that's why y'all don't usually do that, because it usually just screws you over in the end. You got the World coming in, and you're hesitant about it. It says resistance, but I get more hesitant. Like, I'm trying to get more of a bearing on what I'm dealing with, but it's not going to show up. It's like, it's kind of like either jump in or don't. I feel like this is either jump in or don't. One of the two. And you seem to be hesitating, which, again, I'm kind of shocked. That's not the normal energy that I feel for Aries. It's usually like we're in or we're out. Yes or no. I'm a Pisces, but I have some Aries placements. But anyway, whatever you're dealing with, especially if this is a person, if I can spit it out, they might be doing the same thing you're doing. They're not putting out any extra effort until you put out extra effort. This is like, this could be a stalemate. I'm worried that this could be a stalemate. Is there anything that could change this that's more compatible with Aries? Three of Wands, it's the lack of movement forward. They won't do anything until they see something from you. But whatever it is matches you. You got the Ace of Cups in the environment. Whatever this is really good. It seems to be playing it the same way you're playing it. They're not exactly the same as you are, but there's a lot here to be discovered. Ace of Cups is here and the Nine of Pentacles. Something is very, if it's a person especially, very independent, very self-sufficient, very independent, won't give until you give. I feel like we're matching feelings here in a way that's not helpful. They're waiting to see what else you're made of. If this is a person especially, they're waiting to see what else you're made of. See, if nobody moves forward, somebody has to make the first offer. Somebody has to put it out there first. So whether this is business, personal, whatever it may be, somebody has to make that first move. It's ironic because I don't feel like anybody's wrong for not wanting to. I don't feel like anybody's wrong. I just feel like literally nothing's going to happen because of it. And whoever is involved, you and whoever else, if there's other people or whatever it is, are both going to lose out the way it's being handled. I feel like that's what they're saying. Like, I feel like that's the point of this reading. Kind of like either do it or don't. But waiting for the other side to show you something is going to be a fruitless effort. If you want to risk it and go for it, I feel like that's the thing. Aries is really strong. If you want to give it a shot, it's more about what's the end result. What could you gain from the situation? What type of positive outcome could you get? Is it worth putting it out there to get that positive outcome? And I feel like just like balancing it out that way. Is it worth the risk? If it is, go for it. If you're like, if you're still hesitating, I feel like that's actually a no. But they're saying you're going to hesitate yourself into a no anyway. So if you're hesitating, they're saying give yourself a minute, really go through it. Is it worth the risk? And if you still don't feel comfortable with it, it's going to default to a no anyway. You might as well commit to it. That's what I'm getting from that. I mean, why default? If you're going to end up there anyway, why drag it out? Make up your mind what you want to do and just do it. Yes or no. And just, I keep getting Aries because I feel like Aries, that's where things go bad for Aries. When you hesitate, I feel like that's where things go bad. Could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. There's a lot of different flavors of Aries. I know that. For this reading, I keep getting the hesitation is the problem. You are, no matter what, see, I'm getting this too. No matter what it is, if you decide to jump in both feet, you'll still make it through it. If you decide to walk away, you'll find something else. It's just like hanging out there and doing nothing is just wasting your time. It's just kind of like there's a lot of opportunities that are going to pass if you just keep hesitating. So if this is hitting, I feel like there's a hesitation here. Because I keep getting like, I'm blocking it, I'm blocking it, I'm blocking it. Which is fine. If you're going to block it, then flat out block it. But it's like that I feel like I'm blocking it with the possibility to move forward, which is hesitation. You're in complete control of you, sovereignty. You're in complete control of you. You always have been. You always will be. You know what I mean? And if you just want to make this a quick decision and just jump forward, then just do that. Maybe that's what you need to do. Not in like putting everything out there, but maybe that's you need to show whoever you're dealing with or whatever you're dealing with more about your personality. Just decide what you're willing to wager and put it out there and see what happens. Because the way you put it out there is going to show your personality and it's going to help this situation form as it needs to. There's a lot of positive energy, but we have to get up through this. We have to get up through the opening there. I realize that's an illusion, but to me, I thought when I first thought of it, I almost thought like I was in a cave or in some type of room, and that window was my way out. Until we move forward, until we put something out there, we can't get to that window. We won't even know it's there. And I feel like the other person wants to offer it. They just need to know there's something to believe in. They're looking for something to believe in. Once you show them that there's something to believe in, they will return. Because I feel like whoever you're dealing with, they understand, like, for example, you give them $50. If they don't show you value, if they don't show you value for that $50, it's not going to happen again. And they got the first $50, they want more to come their way, so they're like, all right, I have to show Aries that the $50 they invested in me was well worth their time, so here, Aries, here's what you get for $50 when you give me $50. this great meal with a great dessert in this nice location. That's what they're, and then you evaluate if that's worth it or not. I feel like whatever it is you get, you're very happy for it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Is there anything else I need to say with this? What else is on the other side of that path for Aries, for argument's sake, because I'm curious? Knight of Swords and the Hierophant upside down. Okay, so the Hierophant is not really an energy that normally matches Aries, in my opinion. But the fact that it's upside down is like something is not well organized. Part of this situation, you might help somebody figure out a problem that they don't want to deal with. I don't know why we're adding that in, but that's like something here is like I feel like you might help somebody get in focus on something that just basically somebody needs to brutally deal with something just for what it is. It's kind of like let's move away all the clutter, look and see what the desk is made of, and it's kind of like, well, the desk is broken to begin with. That's why everything doesn't sit well on this table, is because it's broke. First of all, it's not a table, it's a desk, and we're treating it like a table, and it's broke to begin with, so we got to fix that. And I feel like you're going to play this role in this situation where you're kind of like, all right, let's drill down to what this is made of. It's made of crap. Let's get rid of it. Or you're going to be like, let's drill down to what it's made of. That isn't working, but if we take this piece out and replace it and start using this as a desk and not a table, this can have a different function, and we can do this correctly. You will be that sounding board of reality for this person, if it's a person you're dealing with. You will tell them things they don't want to hear, but they will take you seriously and know that when you tell them, it's the truth. It's like, I'm not going to pretend like something's good that it's not, and by dealing with things directly as they should be dealt with, things actually can improve. Is that going to serve you in the long run? The Hanged Man with the Ace of Cups. It may not be a role that you really want, but it's one you'll get used to. Because you'll understand the connection here. It may not be a role that you want, but it's one that you'll get used to. I don't want to sugarcoat it. Aries doesn't really like things sugar-coated anyway. That's what I'm getting. It may not be a role you really want with this person, but it's one you will get used to. And I get the Ace of Cups. Like, I feel like you're going to be very tightly bonded with this. But it's like, once you get into that role, I don't think you're going to get out of it. As long as you're connected with that person. Are we good? All right, I'm gonna shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4 astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.